if you want to become a professional gamer, if you want to be one of those big streamers on Twitch or YouTube, wherever, the most important thing that you can do for yourself is build mental resilience. And mental resilience will allow you to get through the hard times without ever having to have your emotional state break. And the emotional state in video games is very fragile and very important. What's up, dreamers? Welcome to Driving Vibin. Today I want to talk about mental resilience. I want to talk about resilience in general. What is resilience? Resilience is the ability to adapt, to move forward, to get past tough situations, and kind of like learn from negative, or learn from failures, learn from negative experiences, and have negative experiences turn into positive ones. So negative experiences, instead of having them break your mental, and then like let's take a loss, for example. Let's say you have a loss that's going to get you into the playoffs. You lose that game. Resilience would be, learning from that, moving forward, and preparing for next season. A lack of resilience would be giving up. Like, you lost that match, disbanding the team, even though you had a good team. Like, maybe it was the first season you had together. This has happened. Maybe it was the first season you had together, and you just didn't have that mental resilience to be able to move forward, and you were just like, I'm not playing with these people anymore because we lost that match. And maybe it was a close match, but there's a difference between being resilient or not. Now let's backtrack. Maybe during that match, we'll do round by round. If you're resilient and you lose a round, you're able to really move forward past the round. Mental resilience allows you to move past the negative experiences and continue to learn and continue to grow from it. Whereas the lack of resilience, just lost my train of thought. The lack of resilience will, in turn, if you lose around in the middle of the game, you're going to dwell on things like, why did I miss those shots, blah, 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 and it's going to turn into negative emotions, probably related to your performance, which in turn, if you're playing with a team, is going to impact the team's performance, okay? Now, how can you build mental resilience? I'm going to give you the number one thing to build mental resilience, and this, I'm sure you've heard of it. This is easier said than done, but I'm telling you, once you break through, once you start putting yourself in these situations, you're going to build mental resilience. You're not even going to realize how impactful it is to help with your resilience and just your emotional state in general and your life. The best thing you can do is get out of your comfort zone. Do things that you don't like to do. Do things that make you uncomfortable. I know so many people who are so afraid of change. And change, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Change is the only way you can grow. Without change, you cannot grow as a human. That is 100% fact. Because if you don't, think about it. If there is no change going on, you're going to stay at that steady level. If you have change, there's going to be a linear graph, right? It's not going to be fully linear, but it's going to be up. You're going to be up and down, and you're going to keep going up with those change. I'm not a math magician, so that was the best that I could do on that one. But change is very important. Get out of your comfort zone. I'm going to give an example. One of the things that I really wanted to do, so years ago, before I met my wife, I didn't like to do things by myself. And even sometimes I still don't. Like, I always want somebody there to do it with me. So I wouldn't even do anything unless I had somebody there to do it with me. I'm not even going to get into details on all the things that I've missed out on because of that. But one of the things I wanted to do was Spartan race. Okay. I'm a Spartan racer now. I love it. So great. But I didn't want to do it myself, and I couldn't find anybody to do it. Then fast forward, started dating my wife, girlfriend at the time, obviously. She said she would do it with me. That's the only reason why I started doing it. And then all I did was get past. I went with her, got past that, and then I wanted to race more. She couldn't at the time, so I was like, I'm just gonna go. I want to race. I did one. I can do this by myself. I'm gonna push myself to do it by myself, and I did. And it was the best. That was probably one of the most groundbreaking moments of my life, because now I start to do things by myself. There's some things where I still like, I'm not doing this by myself, but there's a ton of things that I do where I'm like, I'm okay doing this by myself. And I don't even hesitate to go Spartan race now. In the past, I would not join another Counter-Strike team. When I was playing competitive Counter-Strike team, I would not go to another competitive Counter-Strike team unless I had a friend go with me or somebody else I already knew and played with, just because that's like how I was, right? I was slightly afraid of change. I did not want to step out of my comfort zone, and that helped me back. 100% helped me back. And, so had somebody told me all the stuff that I'm telling you guys in these videos now, I would have 100% made it pro. I know that, guaranteed. And I'm going to watch a couple years from now. I'm going to push to go pro again. And whether I come very, very, very close or make it, I'm going to prove that age is just a number and everything I'm saying actually works, okay? Regardless of age. Anyway, that's for another story. That's how you build mental resilience. That's why mental resilience is so important. If you have any, listen, what do you do to build mental resilience? I would love to hear what you do to build mental resilience and how you use it in your gaming. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I would love to get this conversation started. Hit that like button, helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And I hope to see you in the next video. Later, dreamers.